Good morning and welcome to Savanna Masters Event 1, and on the streaming table we've got Keith Brewer versus Liam Stanley. We should be a very good game today. Both played well to get to this final, and obviously it's a 50-50 game. You're not 100% certain who's going to win this one because Liam Stanley's very good. Keith's been there and done it, and still plays to an extreme high level. So I'd put Keith maybe a slight favourite, but maybe Liam supporters and Liam himself would be thinking differently. And Liam's just going to break off now. He's won the lag. So in world rules, 4 balls after to cushion, and I'm sure they will when you break. So yeah, he's made a ball. Red's look reasonably good, so I should imagine he's going to go Reds. So it's start side promotions here. I hope you're going to enjoy it today because we've got some great games on. It's down to the last 8 quarterfinals, so they're guaranteed £250 no matter what. Looks a fairly easy-ish run out, to be honest. All he has to do now is just stun the white ball. Maybe if he comes back an inch from where the red is that he's going for, that would probably be the perfect one. Even 2 inches wouldn't matter. That's perfect. Now really if it's straight, he just has to, we'll just have a look at another view just to see how straight he is on that ball. Looks fairly straight. Just has to mind his work a little bit here. So it looks like he's going after, his white's going to be running away from the black, but still he shouldn't have too many problems here. No, I didn't think he'd be going that way. Makes it slightly a little bit awkward, but he needs to just kick into that yellow. But then the white, you wouldn't be 100% certain. Yeah, he's landed perfect. He played it really well. Well done, Liam. Looks like the first blood to Liam Stanley. Great finish. It was a simple finish, but he finished it fairly well, so Liam's definitely up for it. So what will Keith do on this? Looks like Liam's a fairly open player. I don't know what his tactical side is, but I presume it's fairly decent. We all know Keith's got a very good tactical brain on him. But he's also very good at attacking, so don't really have any weaknesses, Keith. So in the other quarter-finals, it's Terriant versus Arisali. Oh, keeps come up short there, and Reds look like drop-ins. In the other quarter-final, Dylan Leary versus Jason Twist. Jason Twist just taking a 1-0 advantage. And then you've got Lee Walker versus Andy Lucas in the other quarter-final. And that's 0-0. So Terry Hunt, Arisali 0-0, Dylan Leary 0, Jason Twist 1, and Liam Stanley has just taken a 1-0 advantage over Keith. And it looks like it could be coming to 2-0, but that wasn't the greatest shot he's just played, so his white's going to be moving a little bit. We'll just move to our other camera. And he's done a little bit of a fudge. And left Keith in a bit of a predicament. I'm not quite sure what he can do here, but Keith's very experienced in this kind of thing. And I don't think he's going to rush on this shot. I think he'll, because it could be his last shot of this frame, he's going to try and make sure it's a good one. So Keith tried to play a containing shot there, but didn't work particularly well. Keith's really under pressure in this frame, but he's so good in this position. I don't think he's going to want to be moving the yellow balls near to him, near the black spot, but that might be his option, is to play a plant into the middle. I'm sure if he can fudge something up, he will do. And fudge means tactically make it a bit scruffy somewhere. Seems like his major option is to make it look scrappy somewhere. Oh, he were under pressure on that shot, to be honest with you, and he's just kind of made it a little bit easy for Liam on this frame. And they really are drop-ins, so he doesn't have an awful lot to do. So he's obviously going to take the right option, and this looks like the right option to me. Clear the right hand side first, work his way down, and finish on the one in the middle, which is near the blue spot. That's probably going to be his last ball, I should imagine. Unless he runs out of position somewhere. Yeah, he's just checking now. He's undecided because he's got so many options. And no matter which option he chooses, there doesn't seem to be much problem anywhere. The only problem could slightly come on this bottom right hand side ball at the bottom corner right hand. Just making sure his white comes out nice and clean now. when they're over the pocket like this, sometimes they're a little bit harder than they look to actually. They can come off in funny angles when they're over the pocket. It's okay there. Pretty easy finish now. Couple of roll-ins. Well, 3 roll-ins really. But Keith were under pressure with the break that he did. It was a nice break if he got one. If he got a ball off the break, but he didn't, and he's just made it extremely easy, just on the back foot all the time, Keith. So it's just one of those things. He has to put it behind him and wait for his opportunities. He'll be hoping Liam does the same thing back. A dry break and the man get over the pockets. Keith will be happy about that. Sure, once Keith gets going. Obviously it's the first match of the morning. You can be a bit shaky. Just to get your hand in first. Get your arm going. 2-0 to Liam Stanley. Liam definitely looks on form. But I don't think really Keith had a break and finish from Liam on the first one, and a dry break. At this standard, you generally lose. We're going to give you some updates very shortly on the other tables. I don't think anyone's going to be 5-0 yet, so. One all, and Andy Lucas is 1-1. So Dylan Leary 1, Jason Twist 1, Lee Walker 1, Andy Lucas 1, Terry Hunt 0, Harry Sally 0. Looks like it's going to be very tactical on Harris and Terry. So back to the game on here, and Liam's gone in off, not made a ball, and they're not easy these. He has got a little bit of work to do, but you imagine Reds all day. I'm sure once you see Keith get his first frame, you'll see a very good match, very competitive. Now, you could possibly see a little fudgy shot coming up here, a little tactical shot down on this, just use my cursor. Around here he could possibly just place it over and leave him in a bad position. Yeah, that's the right shot. There's no need to go for it yet. He can bide his time. Now Liam won't really want to disturb the yellow, which is next to Keith's red at the bottom here, so he's going to do a tactical foul, which is not bad at all. And if it's touching ball, Keith may put him in the same position again, but at our rules, a tactical foul, you can't pick the white up and move it unless you can't see any side of the colour that you're on when you commit a foul. So Keith can't move that white. So it's not a bad tactical foul at all, because Keith really would have preferred just to be able to move it, but he's going to just keep playing the same way. Now he's going to probably push that yellow a little bit further up. Oh no, he's pushing the... Good morning, JJ. Are you come on? Yeah, I'm going to be joined by JJ, the owner and the runner of the competition, very shortly. So, Liam, Keith didn't do a particularly great shot there, and he's left Liam an opportunity for the top left-hand pocket. Now, if Liam doesn't make this, depending how Liam's going to play it, but I should imagine he's just going to run it through. But if he doesn't get it, then Keith has a good chance of finish these. Yeah, and he's not got it. So now he's left Keith an opportunity, but he's got a problem with the two reds here. If you look with my cursor, he really needs to get his white around this area and get him in this bottom left hand pocket. So he's looking at different ways of doing it, but I think if he can get his white up here, he's got to plant into here, or he's got into this bottom left hand pocket. So now if it goes in the middle from this angle, he's in a great position. Now he's played a tactical shot, and it's a good tactical shot. Very, 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 very good tactical shot. This is what Keith is extremely good at. Now I should imagine Liam will come off this bottom cushion, maybe come off this bottom cushion and try to kick into these two yellows. I should imagine, but he may not. He probably got his own ideas what to do, but that seems like not a bad option. Because what you'd be hoping in this position, if you can hit them two yellows on the top right hand side, is that it goes in front of the black or the red. So I should imagine that's the way he's going to go, but I could be totally wrong. Everyone has their own ideas of shots. Oh, what a result. What a result. How jammy can you get? That was amazingly jammy. But that's what happens. That is pool for you. It keeps under a little bit of pressure. From being incredibly strong on this frame. He's now got to play some kind of shot, and I'm not sure what he can do, because it looks like if he hits the red, and I'm sure it's not, I'll just have a look on a different position, see if it's looks like a total or not. I'm still not quite sure. I think he can hit it, but then it looks like it's an automatic enough. And that's about the easiest one. He could try off here to the middle with his white, but that's very, very high risk. So, oh, you can see a bit more of the red than I thought. So, now he's left Liam an half chance. It is an half chance. He's got the yellow near the blue spot, which, oh no, he's thinking of taking it off that red. I think he's giving himself a couple of options first. It's awkward queuing, so whether he actually goes for that or not, I'm not quite sure, but he does have the yellow near the blue spot. It's a long shot, but achievable. Not quite sure what he's trying here. Looks like it off. Yeah. This should be frame over now with Keith coming back to the table. That's because he played a very good shot with his red as we're looking over this bottom right hand side pocket. Played a very good shot, and it looks like it's giving him the frame on a platter. 2 shots with Keith on this. I just can't see him missing. It's probably a little bit more awkward than he'd like, because he'll have to go for the red in the middle. I can't see there being any other way of doing it, and his white's moving a little bit down. He'd have preferred it if the yellow at the left hand side, where his cue above then, weren't there. He could have just rolled it in and perfect. I mean, I still can't see him missing, to be honest. Yeah, he's played that lovely. He's played that really nice. So he's got the perfect plant in front of him if he wants it, which I presume he might want to, because it's probably, I think he'll leave a plant maybe for his last ball, last 2 balls. Or is he going for the plant now? Yeah, he's taking the plant on now. Yeah, he's played that well. Now if he can get to the one in the middle, which I think probably he'd have preferred to take that red into the middle of the shot that he's just taken now. He'd have preferred the other red, but it wasn't obviously wouldn't have left him a straight plant, so yeah, so it's all over this one now. He'll just pot it, and the white should just drift over the other side of the black, or he could leave it there, whichever he prefers. He's done it the right way, and Keith Brewer's up and running. Keith will be extremely happy now to get that one on the board. Anyone who doesn't know Keith, if you know Keith, he's a lovely guy, a legend, a living legend in pool. For most pool players will have heard of Keith if you play to any kind of level. Fantastic pool player, really nice guy, and a fantastic commentator. Sorry? 2-1. No, to Liam. Liam's 2-1. So, and anyone who doubts Keith can't win this competition today, you'd have to doubt again, because he's a fantastic player. Like I say, I don't think he's got too many weaknesses at all, if any. And he's won everything that you can win. 2013, he won the men's European. He's been world champion, senior level, quite a few times, we're not even sure, and European champion and tour champion. He won 6 tours on the trot in his first year. And people may be thinking he might not go well. Now then, I don't think he got one, and Liam's ready to pounce. And reds look like dollies yet again. When you break like that, really, you have to get one. You have to make a ball. The only slight awkwardish one is the black, but not too awkward. He'd have preferred it if he just had a little bit of an angle, so we might leave that ball just so he can kick into the black at the same time and dislodge it. But he's got plenty of balls around it where he can dislodge it, and he doesn't have to, because it does go in the bottom right hand side as we're looking. Just for anyone, if you want to know what Keith's like as a commentator, he did the last senior tour final. I think he did one of the best jobs anyone's ever done at commentating. I think he's just fantastic. It leaves me for dead, that's for sure. His knowledge is just unbelievable. And like as seniors, I think we're lucky to have him playing on tour and playing in these events. It's good to have players like Keith. Lovely shot there again from Liam. He's in A1 position. I just don't like the black. At the moment I think it only goes in one pocket, so he may try and dislodge it after this next shot. So go for the top right and just dink on the top side of the yellow and land on the red into the middle. So he's got a good angle now if he wants it. He may not, well, I can't see him not wanting to kick into it, to be honest, but you never know. But the problem with kicking into balls is you can never be 100% certain where the white's going to go or where the other colours are going to go. And if you hit it gentle, which you want to hit it gentle, there's always a risk of snookering yourself if he is going to kick into it. And he's not going to want to hit it hard, he's going to want to hit it gentle. I should imagine he may kick into it hard, but I can't see that. He might not kick into it at all. Yeah, he's played it well, but it's not perfect. Really, he wanted to be the other side of the black, the top side of the black, and it would have been relatively easy. It's gone a little bit harder than he would have liked because he's looking at putting the red over the middle into the top left. He'd have to put a little bit of screw on just to pull it back so we can get it into the top, the black into the top right. So it's a bit dodgy, but it wouldn't surprise me if he didn't miss and got it. So that's the other option, is to a thin cut, but I don't like that one. Or maybe a double. You can control the white a lot easier, but I don't like that option either. Yeah, he's got a bit of a quandary. Sometimes when you've got two options, really, two basic options like he's got, invariably you pick the wrong one. But Liam's a decent player, so but these are what decides the fate of pool players in matches like this. Is decisions at this time. You have to pick the right one. And I've got JJ coming onto the stream now. I'll just let him get mic'd up with his headset.
Here we go. I'm okay.
You ready for today's action?
Yeah, some top matches here today.
Yeah. It looks as good as it gets today. To me, all the top people there.
Yeah, we got a couple of ex-world champions.
Oh, so, 1 second. Oh. There we go. I used the wrong audio button there. Yeah, sorry. So, yep.
Yeah, we got a couple of ex-world champions.
So Liam, is it black ball or is it world rules? Liam Stanley's one.
No, Liam is not a world champion.
Ah.
Keith is a senior world champion.
Oh, yeah, a few times.
You know,
European champion, men's.
You got Andy Lucas, world champion. You got.
Yeah, you've got. We'll go through the names, and you can list it all. Now, with Liam, he had a fairly dolly finish on this, and he slipped up. He left himself a little bit awkward. He cannoned into the black and a yellow to open it up, and he landed the wrong side, and it's left it a little bit awkward. And he's obviously missed his red over the top left, and you'd have to fancy Keith for taking these out.
Yeah, well, it's still not easy. Depends how.
He's got an easy first one, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Into this bottom right.
Depends how focused he is in this finish,
Yeah.
but you know, Keith, he's always looking for the two shots.
Yeah.
He's a grinder, and he's going to try and make it as easy for himself as possible.
I don't blame him, but
yeah, I think for most people, the finish was on there.
yeah, it looks like he's played it well. We'll just go to a different view, just see it a little bit better. It's not too hard to swerve, I wouldn't have thought, do you
There's
think?
loads of distance between the balls, so lots of time for the white to curve.
So we've got Terry on versus Harry Sally.
Semi-finals of the World Championships. Terry Hunt.
That were a few years ago, wasn't it? Good looking chap on there, wasn't he? Anson Rascal versus Harris Ali. He's taken a 1-0.
I know Harris is based in Pudsey, I believe. I think he plays for the 147 club in Pudsey. But that's basically all I know.
Yeah, well, Harris he's an England World Rules player at senior level. Well,
Okay.
he got that ball, by the way. Liam bent it round and he's landed. Looks fairly straight into the bottom pocket.
No,
Or he could go
can't
middle. Can he
Can't
not?
go. No.
Oh, just have a look at a different angle. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, no, he's going to have to kiss it off the balls to get it into the pocket. Play it off a ball or something.
It looks like
Or
he's
goes for the double.
going for the double into the bottom right. I didn't really think a snooker was a good option in the last shot that Keith took. But if it works in his way, also he's cutting it straight in. And he's done it well.
Wow, what a shot.
Great shot.
Awesome.
3-1 to Liam. Yeah, it wouldn't have been me personally, I'd have gone for it, but it looked too easy of, to there weren't any balls really that you could cover it really well.
No, well, the thing was, all his balls were off the cushion. There was nothing difficult.
No.
So all he had to do was just control the white. So I think the finish was definitely on there.
Yeah.
But you know, who are we?
Yeah.
He's won more than us, mate.
Yeah.
So
Probably won more than everyone in here, to be
Yeah.
honest.
It's like when you miss a ball, people say you win the wrong way. You only win the wrong way because you missed the ball.
That's it. Yeah.
If you got the ball, it's your way is working. So.
Of course. And everyone has different ways, don't they?
Mm. But Liam has been steady this tournament, I must say. He's been under pressure with a couple of games which he went close to the wire, and every time he got his chance to win a frame, he's done it. So he's not going to mess about.
No.
When it's on, he's definitely going to take his chances.
Yeah, I've seen his name over the years, but I've never really seen him. I didn't know what he looked like or anything until today. Well, over the last few days. I think he's on the senior tour.
Yes, he is. He was here in
February, yeah.
No, it was
January. End of January, weren't it?
End of January was, yeah.
Yeah, that were a good,
Playing with
competition. Yeah.
The club was rammed that weekend. I couldn't
Yeah.
believe it. There's like 148 players on that tour.
Yeah. So you want it though, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
You know, for a club owner,
So,
you really need that to make it pay. Really.
of course, it covers the bad weeks.
Yeah.
But if we have that senior tour again, we're going to have to add some more tables. Because 16 tables are not enough for them. They need at least 18 tables.
18, yeah.
So yeah, when the date comes out again, we'll make sure we've got enough tables for them.
And there weren't a bad comment about your tables, the club, about anything at all. Every comment, as far as I know, was totally positive.
Well, back then the tables were all brand new. I mean the cloths.
Oh, the cloths, yeah.
These are still the same cloths, but I think they worn pretty well.
They look really good. They played really well.
But you know, we got Savanna Double Day coming up beginning of Jan, and we definitely need new cloths for them.
January next year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like the 4th or something.
Yeah.
Because that's sort of our prestigious open tournament. But we can't wait till Jan to recover the tables because we got other events on as well. So we need to see probably recover the tables again end of May before the next senior comp.
Oh, that'd be good.
So yeah.
Sorry? Oh, Andy Lucas 4-3 up. Well, that's...
Who's Andy playing again?
I'll tell you. Andy Lucas is 4-3 against Lee Walker.
He's sort of a surprise for the tournament. I've never heard of Lee Walker.
No, I haven't. But he must be decent.
Definitely.
Surprise package is always good because people underestimate you.
Even Dylan Leary, I've heard his name, but I don't really know the guy.
Oh, Dylan?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a great player.
First time I heard of him is when he won the Europeans.
So, you not heard of him before?
I think he used to play in the Worlds when I played in the
Oh, he
Worlds,
did. He did.
WA.
He played for Northern Ireland.
Yes.
So you would have played him,
I probably would have, but you
didn't
know,
realise,
I'm,
yeah,
I'm
what
not-
kind of player he was, yeah.
I'm not the best one with faces, to be honest. So, yeah.
Are you? Can you play for? Because I know they relaxed the rules and stuff. Can you play for South Africa again now?
I believe
This year?
South Africa wants me to play because they are short this year,
Oh, you should do.
but the powers to be is trying to block it as far as they can.
Oh.
So I think it's down to the WEPF to have a special meeting to discuss me.
Mm.
So yeah, that's how important
Well,
I am.
Well,
So, yeah.
personally, I think you're a club owner. You're doing the right things for pool,
Not that
promoting
way,
the rules, both rule sets.
But that's
So-
not the issue. The issue is it's an English committee member
Mm.
who's trying to tell a South African committee member how to run their country.
Ah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's the
yeah,
issue for
yeah,
me.
yeah.
Because England can decide, yes, they don't want IPA players playing in their events, which is fine.
Mm.
But they can't dictate to South Africa what they need
No,
to do.
not at all. No,
You know,
no, because it's world, isn't it? Yeah.
Same with you going and tell India
Mm.
who they can have and can't have, because if they say, okay, from now on we only want Indian players in the team that comes from India, you think, well, we don't have a team.
Oh, so
You know
they're
what I
saying
mean?
you have to be based though.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If they say that,
Yeah.
then India wouldn't have a team.
No, no, they wouldn't have any team.
So,
Because well, I
so
think
now
all of
South
them are based
Africa-
here.
South Africa is short a player.
Mm.
They need me to play,
Yeah.
and now the English Pool Association is trying to just block it.
That's a strange one.
You know
That's
what I mean?
strange. Yeah, it's strange that.
It's
Very, very
people
strange.
say it's not personal.
That,
But
no, it has to be.
how can it not be personal?
No, it has to be.
You know
Because Northern Ireland do, Scotland do. I think every country will have, except for maybe Southern Ireland, a player based in that country. And it's numbers and things. Sometimes you can't get the numbers.
Well,
So
that's
if you want it to
the
be
problem with South Africa this
competitive,
year.
well, it'll be Belgium as well. It'll be the same. You'll have an English player there that will be, and they have had in the past, and you know, maybe Australia's slightly different because they run it slightly different over there.
Yeah, but like I say, this is.
It seems
I
a
mean,
bit farcical, doesn't it? That
England might
Yeah.
may host the event, but they don't own the WPF.
world, no, it's
They
a
don't
world
own
body.
it. And they got no right to dictate to other countries
No,
who they can play, who they can't play.
no,
It's not
I
right.
agree 100%. Yeah.
So that's sort of a sticking point for me at the moment.
Mm.
Not that
Well, I'm
bad
sure it
about
has to be resolved the right way, doesn't it? Because you can't
Well-
have any one person making decisions on something like that. I mean, it has to go to a committee, and if they're fair, they'd have to say, "Oh, you can." That's as simple. It's black and white to me. It's not.
Well,
There
you
can't be
would-
any grey areas on that. It can't be because he says no. If everyone else says, "Well, I can't see the problem," what is it? I can't see. Just can't see the problem at all. It's just crackers. Now Keith's in a fudge game. He will like the fudge game.
Well, I'll tell you what, I've played Liam before in the
Yeah.
Worlds as well.
Yeah.
And if Keith wants to have a fudge game,
He'd be up for it.
He's got the wrong opponent to try and out fudge.
Yeah.
Because Liam is a very, very clever player. He's much more attacking than Keith will be, but when it comes to fudging, he knows the right shots.
Mm.
He's been playing for absolutely years and years as well.
I don't think that's. Oh, he's got 2 shots, has he? Ah, right. I thought you only had 1 there.
So he's trying to take control of this, of the bottom of the table there with these yellows. Liam has got that 1 red that might block the yellow.
It might double now, but the one on the top right, do you think it might double it? I mean, it's risky.
He's looking at it,
But-
to be honest, mate. If he plays it right, it will kiss the yellow away.
Should do, yeah, if he gives it a little bit of
And he's,
pace.
like I say, he is attacking, so...
Mm.
Oh, that's
Oh,
a good shot.
poor, yeah.
No,
Poor
he
that.
didn't play that bad.
It's not landed too
He
bad.
completely threw his arm on that one.
Mm. I think Keith will probably kick the black into his corner now. That was the shot now. Maybe, if it was me personally, I'd be looking at this one.
Yeah, that down there. Yes.
Yeah. Whether I'd make it or not's a different. I can see the shots, I just can't always make them at the moment, but I can see them. Did you get a good night's sleep last night, JJ? Because I know you've been working hard over the last few days.
Got back to the hotel at 3 o'clock this morning,
Oh,
and
I think Keith's just going to go straight up there now, and that yellow is going to pot his ready for you, as long as he makes it right. Liam would be in a heap of trouble though.
he has to double this red now.
He's got to. It's now or never. I mean, it's a dangerous shot, because he's probably going to have to hit it with a
Well,
little
you know
bit of
what, I don't
pace.
even think it makes a difference if he pots it now with his first attempt. Just needs to get it in there.
Yeah, yeah,
Stop,
mix it up a
stop.
little. That's a good little mix.
If it was the other side of the yellow, I would say it could
Yeah.
have been a frame winner. But now
No, he's just going to flick in
Keith has
there.
got all his balls in control. There
Yeah,
you go.
and it doesn't matter if it goes in off. That makes no difference to the frame at all.
No.
It's probably better going in off. Well, no, not really. Doesn't make a lot of difference, does it? Either way, Keith won't be upset going in off.
Liam has got big problems there.
Yeah, like I say, this is where I think Keith is just so experienced at this. And I know Liam's probably pretty good, but he's probably not played the rules, for a few years. And
No, he would have been playing it, mate.
will he? Ah,
Yeah, no.
oh, was he on tour?
He was, yeah. He
Oh,
was
right,
just,
right.
like I say, he played that double bad.
Mm.
The game was on. He played it bad double, and this is the outcome, basically.
Yeah, the punishment. He might have been a little bit scared of the white going off when he went for the double, do you think? Or would that not come into play?
Yeah, of course, because
Yeah.
it was like a natural. But yeah,
That's a nothing shot in it, really.
well, you have to try and
Back
open some
back
balls.
double. Cross from the right to left. Deliberate foul, leave your red there. Buys you a little bit of time and you can kick your other red out.
It can only work if the red stays deep in the pocket.
Yeah, you'd have to play it at the right pace and the right everything, wouldn't you, really? But it's pretty open, isn't it? I'm not sure who's going to win this, any of the matches.
Here we go. This is a big shot, I think.
Or he's just played it off, or he tried to play it off. I think Keith will just fudge up now behind that yellow. It's nearest to. I think he'll just play there and go, right, okay, your go now. What wouldn't be a bad shot would be yeah. If you could have got the black into the top jaws, right hand pocket. If you can't get anything else, if you can get the black into that, above the pocket,
Yeah.
that wouldn't be a bad shot, because he'd have a real problem getting his yellow out.
Yeah, but I think this has got 3-2 all over it now.
Yeah, definitely.
I
Yeah.
can't see Liam win this frame.
No, he's really, really up against it, and he's looking at the table like he doesn't know what to do. Oh, he's just gone, right, I'm just gonna hit an up.
That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not sure about any of that now.
Well, there's nothing else on me.
No.
He was dead.
Yeah, he's dead and buried.
Yeah, when
And-
Keith put the white there, it's just...
It's not a bad result. I know he should finish it, but if he makes one off his first shot,
Yeah, they're having a giggle about Liam's shot there.
the what? Oh, I'll laugh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was just throw your arm, wasn't it, and
That's it, yeah.
hope for the best.
could see in that picture there, Kiefer's still on the triangle chalk. He's not swapped over to the Tomo.
That's the good stuff, is it? Oh, good shot.
I don't know. I know it's expensive stuff.
Ah,
That's all I know.
about 10 euro a piece, is it, or something?
We were selling it here for like 13 quid a piece.
Yeah.
When they brought sort of the second batch out. But there's been improvements again and again. So I think there's like 4 different ones now.
Oh, how much are they for a piece of chalk?
Between 13 and 15 quid.
Wow.
And I,
You have to be a decent player, use that, though.
well, I don't know. I've had a couple of decent players ask me if I got normal triangle, because they fell out of love with it.
Ah, yeah.
So it's
What benefits does it give to you? Because I have no idea. Just normal chalk's always been okay to me. Okay.
Something about anti-kick, and you don't get kicks with it or something like that. But yeah,
so they've worked.
Simon Fitz was playing here the other day, and he uses some of it, and he got a massive kick.
Oh.
So yeah, I guess you get less kicks. That's probably the best terminology to use.
Yeah.
You still get a kick, but it's not as many.
So they've worked it out that the kick is done by chalk.
It's basically chalk and white chalk on an opposite ball. When the chalk hits on top of the chalk, that's when there's like a little explosion. Because chalk has got like acid in it. You can see sometimes when people use an old block and the chalk keeps touching the wood behind at the bottom of the ferrule. After a while, it actually the wood starts dissolving because the acid is eating the wood.
Oh.
So there is acid in chalk.
Ah.
So yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was showing a guy last night. His cue was covered in it.
Oh.
Okay, so basically Liam has got a chance to go for game here.
Yeah.
Keith had a massive break and White flew in. I think Reds is probably looking more generous here.
You'd have to fancy Reds, wouldn't you, really? They're all in the open. Just a couple of little obstacles in its way, but not they should really nail these.
Yeah, there's a couple of yellows that's covering the Reds, but
they're not badly.
No, they should all be able to go. If he's got a red close to the middle pocket, there's a yellow just past that. If he can somehow pot that red in the middle and run into that yellow, so to leave the white there, then it sort of opens up those 3 reds between the yellows.
Yeah, it's just one obstruction in it, but there don't look to be any problems.
No, you just need to land in a good place here after his first shot. So I think he wanted to take this bottom one, but then he has to play a different position. So he's there. I think he's gone too far.
Keith's not. He's breaking okay as splitting them, but he's not really getting anything as his dry breaking.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm worse than him on a break. I hate breaking these days. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the way I rack the balls.
How do you rack them? Do you put the black on the spot?
Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing. I always make sure that black is on the correct place.
I do as well. Yeah.
But
It's so important, I think. Yeah.
but you know, when you push it forward, you check the black, and then you lift the triangle up.
Oh.
Sometimes the bottom ball moves when you lift the triangle, or something moves. You know, it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah, because the triangles.
I can't get them tight
Yeah.
when I want to rack the balls.
I think if the were triangles were just that little bit bigger, say half an inch, you can push them forward with your fingers and push the triangle forward then. But they're always, wherever you go, they're always tight, aren't they? And some places you go, they're that tight you can't take them off without. And I think that's probably because ball sizes maybe change slightly or something, have they? I don't know. Are these bigger than the old yellows?
Well,
And reds.
apparently these balls are like a couple of grams heavier, a couple of mil bigger.
Yeah, it does make a difference.
Not massively. White is definitely bigger than the old white. We used to play with this very, very light white ball.
And that was for the coin-operated ones, weren't it?
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, I believe pool was more exciting back then because you can play ridiculous shots with that white ball. You know.
Yeah, because it was lighter.
Banana shots and whatever you want to call it.
You're still pretty good with them.
But it's very hard with this white ball. You know, you can still get some reaction, but it's not as big as you could get with the old white ball.
Just a little bit. Oh, he's alright into there. He should just drift it up past the middle.
Just got to land on this ball now.
Yeah.
So I believe he's going to have to play some check side on this ball to try and kill the white on the push.
Oh, so
and hold it.
So what that means for anyone watching, he's going to hit it the bottom left-hand side.
Yes.
To slow it down. No, he's looking.
Oh no, he's just going to.
He didn't need to, did he? No, he's perfect.
Oh. It's very hard to tell the angle from the
of
screen,
course. We'll just have a look from above because this is quite an important one, just to make sure he can get back onto his black.
I think the key is here to not leave yourself awkward bridging after this ball, because you're going to have to make that white move quite a distance.
So you want your hand on the table properly,
yes. You don't want to bridge over a ball and try and screw it back the length of the table.
I mean, he should really just be able to just ping it between these two balls there.
He's looking to go the other ball first now, because it's easier to get to on the black ball.
Oh, bring the white round here somewhere. Yeah.
But again, if you play the shot badly, you've got no position.
You don't want to be to the too much to the left. You don't want to be past here.
No.
You need to be round this kind of area just to plop it between there.
Yeah, I think he's going for this shot. Stop.
It's fairly good, that, to me.
It's a bit fine, to be honest, mate. So he's going to have to try and screw into this yellow, and then he would have liked the black to be straight. So with an angle on the long black, it is missable. But this is the first one he has to pot.
He's played it perfect.
A slight angle on the black, but he should be alright. Shot.
4-2 to Liam Stanley.
He'll be happy with that. That's a good finish, to be honest, mate.
Yeah, and he'd definitely take that score at this time anyway. You know, before he started.
Keith as well, because it's off his break.
Yeah, you just can't afford to dry break, can you? Let someone get their hand on first, whether it's tactical or like pot.
Yeah, when the white goes in and break, it's hard, especially when the ball's open.
Just need to go for a toilet break, JJ. Will you be alright?
Yeah, I'm gonna probably go for a quick smoke.
Yeah. Okay, no worries.
So let's take a break. Thank you.
Yep.
Morning everyone, Dean Donny here. I've been running the event alongside JJ this weekend. Just thought I'd jump on the commentary and talk about the game that's in view at the minute, Brewer and Stanley. Quick 5-minute conversation with myself. So I don't know if Mark said about the other matches that's on, but we've got Harry Sally against Terry Hunt, Jason Twist against Dylan Leary, and Andy Lucas against Lee Walker. So some fantastic players at this event. It's been very high standard all weekend. It's run quite smoothly and on time most of the time. Friday night was a bit behind, probably by about an hour maybe. But to say that's the only time it's been out of timings is it's not bad. That's 5-2 to Liam Stanley. Good finish there. Keith's got some work to do here to get the Polish one back. As everyone knows, he's the pro grinder. If anyone can grind a match out and get back into it, then it's him. It's a great break from Keith. Yellow in the middle. And I know the ball's only just come to rest, but for me that's game over. That's frame over. But tempted to take the one at the top of the table first, closest to the camera, and then leave himself in a position where he's on both yellows to the middle. So he leaves it in a direct line. I was going to the bottom of the table first. I would have probably worked up the table first, me, but I can't doubt this man's ability. Might come a bit further than he wanted there, but he's still okay. He can just screw this back 6 inches, leave himself on the yellow on the right hand side that you can see. Leave himself a little bit of an angle. Just come a bit straight. He might just have a slight angle just to screw up into the gap. If he lands in the gap in between all 3 yellows here, the yellows are in a triangle past the middle, the 3 at the top. If he lands anywhere close to dead centre of that top triangle, then he's absolutely perfect position. Just played on the one near the black. Good shot. Let's dolly this in. He's just checking the angle now on the top one. So have a middle for the last yellow and the black.
Right, if you just say something now.
1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
if you say it louder.
1, 2.
Yeah, so you're okay there.
Right, okay.
So if it's too high,
Yeah.
it clips. So
Sorry about that, we had some technical issues. So Keith took that frame out, so it's 5-3. Just going to get some scores. Mark Bradburn, who's running the stream, is going around collecting some scores to keep Q Score updated. If people are interested in looking at the scores and the results of the matches from the last 3 days, well 2 days, you can go on there on Q Score, type in Savanna Masters Part 1, and you can follow the event and all the results are on there.
So, I'm back, Mark Bradburn, and 5-3 to Liam. They look a little bit tricky, these, the yellows, but he's obviously confident that he'll take them out. Now, I should imagine he'll go for the farthest north yellow and try and kick into the red on the side rail and kick his yellow out. It's a tricky little one. For anyone watching, if you want updates on scores, Harry Salis is winning 3-1 against Terry Hunt. Jason Twist is 4-2 up against Dylan Leary. Andy Lucas is winning 6-4 against Lee Walker. And obviously the one you're watching, 5-3. He's played it fairly well. It's a tricky little shot. He's going to try and come round 2 rails. It's got a very thin cut now. We'll just have a look at a different view. Looks like he might try and leave himself a double for the one on the top rail as we're looking. And that's gone wrong, completely wrong. And I'll be surprised if he wins this round now from there. He'll need a bit of luck there. So he's going to come off the top rail with a lot of left hand side. He may just slam this one and hope for the best. But his most important thing, he must hit his yellow. He must hit his yellow. He's looking at swerving it. He doesn't really have a lot of options, really. So it's 2 or 3 cushions. I think he's going to hit this side, yeah. And he's just... has he got lucky? Can Keith cut the one into the middle? If he can, he's in a lot of trouble. I think he's in a lot of trouble no matter what he does, really. Yeah, Keith has so many options, even if he misses this, which I don't think he will. Yes, gravity took that one in. He couldn't have hit that any better, really. So now Keith will just go around like a sniper and take these out. I'll be amazed if Keith doesn't take this out. It's really fatal what Liam did, really. Against most players you're going to lose the frame, and against Keith you're definitely going to lose your frame if you miss. You miss the occasional one, but I don't think Keith's going to miss anything here. And Keith will be overjoyed, really, for this score to be 5-4 from his start. And the way Liam's been playing, for Keith to be so close to him. No matter what happens here, it's kicked in, and he might not be able to cut it back. He might be able to. If he can cut it back, then he's not going to use his 2 shots. But if he has to use his 2 shots on this, I'm sure he will. But I don't think there's any dramas. Yeah, he's just teed him up ready for a simple finish. And it wouldn't have made any difference which way he went, he's just not got a miss. And he's probably going to put the white back where it is, so just screw it back slightly. Yeah, perfect. Keith will be pleased it's 5-4 because where Liam set off, he didn't look like he was going to miss any shots, but he's had a few slack positional shots, generally due to trying to break open his bad balls. So Keith's break, so we'll just swap to our other camera. It'd be interesting to see where Keith hits off the break, because he's probably changing it slightly from before. I don't know if he is, but if you keep coming up blank, you have to do something to change the situation. Oh, he did the dreaded in off. Most players know it's not good to kick straight in. So I should imagine Liam's going to choose reds because of the one bad yellow, which is there. And I think the red pots into there, so no, it doesn't. So there's two bad balls. You could, of course, kick into it straight away by going for this red into the middle and your white flicking over into them, but it doesn't look like he's going to go that way. So, and I think that's going to be the defining part. Is these two balls here is going to define this frame, because I'm sure he's going to try and run out on this. But he does have options if he doesn't want to. He can play that over that pocket, which would be not a bad option if he wants to. Now he's going to try and kick, I think, into them. Two bad balls there. He's got to be careful of going in off. I don't think he'll go in off. But if he can kick into these two, he'll be on that one into the middle, which will give him perfect positioning. So this is the key shot of the frame. Oh, and he's gone off, and he's furious with himself. He's picked the white out. Keith could have claimed the frame then, but it's 5-4 to Liam. Yep. So, mistake says sneaking into Liam's 6-2 to Jason. Yep. So Jason Twist is on a roll. He's obviously playing very well, and Jason's come through the losers side. So, and quite often these events where you've got double elimination, the losers so when he comes through the loser's side, wins the competition. So what Keith will be doing now is working out how to kick that red into play and how he's going to finish. Once Keith generally he does this kind of thing, once he opens up them two on the left, he's a fairly quick player, but he is going to make certain beforehand. There's a lot of money at stake, 3,000 to the winner of the competition. So I don't blame him. He has got a few concerns on this frame, so I don't blame him for taking his time. Like I say, once he goes forward, he'll and breaks them up on the other side. It won't take him too long. But he doesn't have any obvious, with it being so near the middle, he doesn't have any obvious ways of getting into it. But he can just use his two shots on that as his last ball, if he wishes. And the yellow next to the black is a bit of a concern for him as well, so... So it looks like he's going to pop the top right and kick into them on the left hand side now. There's always a chance that he'll miss because even though it's a big target, it's a frame winner, so it just puts that little bit added flavour to the shot. So, oh, he's done it well. He's done it well. He's played it exceptionally well. So he's got two little tricky balls now. So he's got the one at the side of the black and one on the left hand side. So we've got a quarter final finished, which didn't take very long at all. So Keith tried to get onto the ball next to the black straight away, which is the best way of doing it. He's played it really well, and he's definitely going to be left on a ball no matter what happens now, because he pots this one, and he's not. So another top player gone through, Andy Lucas. He was one of the favourites for the competition beforehand. He's gone a bit unnoticed, I think, a little bit as he's gone through the competition. But he's here. He's in the semi-final, and he'll be extremely pleased with himself. Lee was a dark horse because I hadn't really heard. No one had heard of Lee before, so He'd be very pleased that he got to the quarters and earned himself £250. Arisali just said he's 4-1 up, so he'll be quite pleased with himself. Now, what's Keith doing here? Oh, he's gone to kick both. Oh, yes. I'm not sure though. Has he got another shot? No. So Liam's coming back to the table with no shot, no pot. So this will show you how good Liam is in a situation like this, because most of us would be thinking, I don't know what to do. So maybe his option is to, on the right hand side, is to roll the red down towards the yellow, block it, but he's not doing. Oh yeah, good shot, very good shot. That was a really nice shot there from Liam. Kicking Keith's yellow over to the other yellow and leave him in unpottable positions. Keith's not going to pot the one on the right hand side. He may come down at the bottom cushion and go back up for his other two yellows. It's a little bit tricky, but not too hard a shot for someone like Keith. Obviously you don't want to give two shots away against someone like Liam at this stage, so he has to make sure it's not cushion first. Oh, he's played it perfect. Get out that was a great shot. But now does that sneak past? Let's have a look from above. Does his red kick past? There is a gap. Looks tight. But looks like his only option. And it's do or die shot, I think. All or nothing. How's your luck? Pretty good. That's pretty good luck. So, Keith's got a cross double into the middle, a thin cut into the top left, and a fudge that you can hit this ball and leave the white behind there, which isn't a bad option, but if Liam can get his white behind them, Keith would be in trouble. So I think he's just going to sneak up behind there. But I could be wrong. He could be going for the cut. He does have options anyways. He's not... but the frame winning options or losing options, whichever you want to look at. So he's going to take his time a little bit over this and commit to whatever he goes for. He's played that so well. He's played it so well. So Liam's got a little sneaky chance here, a little cheeky chance. I was looking at maybe tying the black up, is it? Or could there possibly be a double there? Yeah. I'm not sure if he's tied that up or not. Let's have a look from the overhead. I think the black flies past, so Keith's going game now. Keith's very good at this. he doesn't make too many mistakes when he gets down to something like this. He's pretty careful. And he's normally very good with the white ball control, so he's in prime position now. He'll just probably move the white a couple of inches further on than this yellow he's going for in the middle, leave himself a little bit of an angle, not too much, a little bit of an angle. Don't have to do a lot, concentrate on the pot. Sorry? Jason Twist is 7-2 up, so Dylan Lear is in a bit of trouble here, and he was the, as they'd say, the paper favourite. Lovely shot. Took it really well. We'll just have a look above. Keith won't mess about much on these. He's normally pretty quick. And Keith did what Keith does. It's 5-all. From now, what will be happening, the way that it's going, is because Liam's missed a few shots and it's got to tactical, and Keith has come out the winner on the majority. Liam won't really want to be getting into tactical battles now with Keith, and it may have affected his game slightly when it gets a little bit scruffy. And Keith does what Keith does, so he's an awesome player. I think they're just having a bit of a break, so I'll be back shortly when they start playing again. Sorry? Lee Mitchell? Yeah. Be close between them two. Oh, that looks... Welcome back. That looks like 2 shots from Keith. Played a bit of a slack shot there. Obviously, Liam's got... a 4 balls which are not in the best positions, but he can get rid of one first of all. He's looking to do what Keith tried to do down there, but really you can take that ball past there and leave himself on that. So oh, that's a slack shot. That's a really, really slack shot from Liam. It has been creeping into his game over the last 4 or 5 frames, where he's been doing a couple of slack shots, but good players, they can overcome it. So I think he was just trying to kick that ball that he's nearest to out and leave himself on that one. So looks like he maybe... Oh, so it weren't 2 shots. Now Keith should be able to come off the top with a... Or maybe he can cut it straight in. If he can cut it in, that would be a terrible shot from Liam. If that's what he's done, it would be hurtful, this one. Oof. Needed a little bit thinner there. But he's still only got 1 shot, so if he can get... I'll look from above. If it goes past... if this yellow goes past, and he can kick the black down this area, he'll be quite pleased with himself. Yeah. Oh, he's gone for the jugular straight away, so you may see a snooker behind here or behind here. One of the 2 places. I should imagine he's gonna try and fudge up behind, take this pot on here, and maybe fudge behind here or behind there. But I should imagine the white's going to end up here in about a minute's time. Here we go. And Keith will have a big problem there. I'm not sure if it's the yellow is touching this cushion. Looks like it may be touching the cushion. But he should be in a whole lot of pain in a minute, Keith. Oh, which way is it going here now? I think he has to go for the easy snooker, but it may be the yellow may be touching, so he's got to be a little bit careful he doesn't double kiss. There's 2 ways he can get this. He can either... No, he's going to go for the simple snooker, which is... No, it's not hard to get out of, and Liam would have a difficult first shot. Keith would probably want to push that black towards the pocket on the bottom right. If he can, I should imagine that's what he's going to do. Yeah, he's played it really well, but Liam's got a very easy snooker. This ball here will be where the white should be round about in 15 seconds. Yeah, it's okay. Now, Keith's got a lot of pain here now, so he may have to come across again. What he wants to do is leave Liam with a tough first shot. That's what he wants to do. And he doesn't have to do a lot with the black, because it's in a nice potable position, so he wants to put a bit of stress on Liam. Keith doesn't really want to lose this frame. Neither does Liam, but well, Keith's going to put his hand up. Yeah, there we go. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I'm chuffed as anything. Keith's thinking, what a result. What a result. You need a bit of jam, don't you? The guys around me are waving their heads around saying how jammy, but that's pool. He's going to have to get extremely lucky back now, I think. He may try and leave him with a thin cutting up for the best. That's what Liam's looking at. But it's difficult. And it is a total snooker, so he does have a couple of options, but none of them are good. Hi Franco. Franco's just come in. Yeah, that's as good as he could hope for really, but I can't see Keith missing. He's got to be careful with the white, it's going to fly around a little bit. Always going for the cut into the bottom left. Not a bad option. But he has to make it really, because it'd be an easy snooker. And the great man has done it. Well done, Keith. All down to a bit of luck in the end, and that's what a lot of the time it is. Got someone ringing me at the moment. That's Alan. 1 second. So it's Keith's break, and he'll be extremely happy winning that last frame. And he's got a ball off the break, so he's got options which colour he wishes to choose. He can go yellows with a thin cut into the middle, which is a good option. I think it's the best option is to go yellows. Reds don't look very kind. Liam's game's fallen apart a little bit when it's come to the safety battles. He's played that so well. He's played that so well. So you'll see a little safety battle commence. And it'll be down to Liam to He's got to be a little bit careful. He doesn't leave an easy, deliberate foul to be made. So yeah, he's just said it's messy. Do what you want. See what you can come up with. He does have maybe a plant into the bottom, or if he takes this on, he doesn't want to kick into the black. He don't want to be in the black into play too much. Keith will be loving this. He brought the black into play. He didn't really want to do that. Now Keith may decide, yeah, he's going to go for this bottom rail one. It was like, really, Liam, very, very slack shot there. Liam's just going to roll this red down to the bottom right hand side. He wants to leave it hanging if he can, but the problem is it may kick in off the yellow, which you wouldn't really want to do. Well, is he going to go game, or maybe a snooker off this bottom red? I don't think going game on this is the ideal scenario. I think he needs a little bit of safety on this. You don't really want to get in safety battles with Keith if you can help it. He's just so good at it. Yeah, he's played a lovely shot there. Don't think it's too hard to escape out of this. I don't think it's difficult at all. But from that one shot, it has Keith's just going to roll up to this red. In our rules, you're allowed to do that, and you can only move the white if you foul snookered. Foul snookered means that you can't hit any of your balls at all from. You need to be able to hit both sides of at least one of your balls, which obviously he can. Keith's so clever at this. Now, what Liam's going to attempt to do, I should imagine. Oh, is it? Surely he's not going to go game, is it? I don't think he's going to go game. I think he's just going to try and plant that red over that pocket. And maybe. No, I'm not sure what he's going to do. Oh, what a shot. What a shot. Fair play. Fair play. Still got a little bit of work to do, but he's giving him that was so positive. I do admire players who do that kind of shot, because a lot would have gone safe. This isn't easy. Ooh. Yeah. And he's just thrown it wide open. He threw his arm at it, hoping for a bit of luck. And he did, and it were bad luck.